do you cope with everything that's been going on in the last year and being away from home so many times playing around different cities?
Yeah, it's not actually that hard, I think, because we go away for maybe 3 weeks or a month at most, and we get home for another week or so, so we're never away for a mad amount of time. But I think it's kind of, the going home actually helps with coping with being away so much, you know, kind of. It's not that hard again, because when you're doing it, you don't think you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's only when you're finished and someone says, you realise you did whatever you did, and you go, oh,
You look back on it, yeah.
Look back on it.
And we spent a lot of time at home with family and all.
Did you finish school or you?
No, we left,
no, you don't.
Left early, yeah.
And you are not going to do it?
No, we dropped out.
You just drop it and that's it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
When we turned 16, the way it works in Ireland and the UK, when you turn 16, you can either drop out of school or you can keep going until you're 18 and then you go on to college or university or whatever.
Ah, okay. Now, because here it's compulsory until 18, so I
really?
thought that maybe you still study when you get home or maybe
No,
on tour.
no.
Because when you're 16, you can give up or you can keep going.
Ah, that's
We give up.
okay. That's good.
We've got no qualifications.
Perfect. And what are the things you missed from your, let's say, normal childhood or your hometown now that you maybe don't see your friends as much as you used to?
I suppose it would be, yeah, so a lot of friends that kind of fall by the wayside, you don't see a lot of them anymore, purely even because we're not in school, although they've got they're in university now and they've moved out, so we don't really see a lot of them. But you do just miss the idea of home, like, you know, even if you're not doing anything, you just sat at home, it's still nice sitting at home doing nothing.
And not be recognized is something that you have problems with that, or is that okay for you?
Oh, no, it's nice to go home and kind of just back to normality, you know. Again, it's not like we're recognised in the street anyway, but it's nice to go home.
We don't get recognised very much. in general, you know, only when we're only on days of gigs really, and then when there's people that are going to the gigs might ask for a photograph or something like that. But
it's never
you know, if we were to walk outside now, nobody would recognise us.
But you do realise that maybe in the near future that might happen.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
all up in the air at the moment. Whether
yeah. It's not something that we think about wanting, but it's not something that, you know, we don't really care really whether anyone recognises us or not in the street.
And do you enjoy recording or being in the studio, or you prefer live performances?
It's kind of, they're both necessities, kind of. I think there's you like things about both. Again, like the touring is hard because of the travel and everything, whereas if you're in a studio, you get to stay in the one place for a while. Again, they're both completely different, I suppose. They're both just parts of the job that you have to get on with. I enjoy both. I wouldn't want to be stuck doing one forever. I'd rather be swapping over with the two every now and then.
Sure. And do you get nervous when you go on stage, or?
No, surprisingly enough, we've never got nervous. We always just are able to do the gig. We never feel too shook up at all by anything.
Yeah, and we've done too many now, really, for the nerves to be a factor anymore, even if we were, but it was never really a thing.
Perfect then. And how was working with producer Chris Thomas, and what did you learn from him?
An awful lot. We learned how to record an album basically just to get it with us. But he was great. Again, we would record the song quickly so we could ask him questions about his life afterwards, you know. But no, it was really good. Again, we knew how to record stuff before, but we didn't know how to produce it. You know what I mean? So then him bringing it down, and he brought all the skills, and it was really, really fantastic. And again, just a really lovely man, and we're glad he was involved.
You have the support of Elton John, and how was meeting him or hearing all the good things that he always says about you?
Yeah, well, he owns the management company that we're signed to, so we met him a handful of times through that. And yeah, he's a very nice man. I suppose he's a music obsessive, as everyone who plays music should be. You know, so I mean, he's constantly championing new bands and singers or whatever, and that's his solid interest. I think he's promoting people that he likes, whatever, talking about them. So I mean, it's great to have anyone like that, you know, celebrated, you know, musician, you know, talking about it in a positive way is always good. And he's a nice man.
And do you remember your first reaction when you first heard that he was interested in you and all the things that he said about you?
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it wasn't true, but
yeah,
it's a bit of a shock because the first time we heard was when he was on the television show with Dave Grohl talking about it, and then we woke up one morning and my mother was getting ready to go to work and said, "Have you seen this?" and played the video of Elton John talking about it on telly, and that was quite weird. 7 o'clock in the morning, a bit strange.
Yes, you had to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, they actually they took the video from YouTube and played the audio on the radio as well.
Wow.
Which is pretty good.
And how do you work as a band? That someone comes with the song finished and you just play it, or it comes with an idea and then you all add different...
It kind of depends on the song each time. Like, it depends each new song that comes in. Like, Josh would write a lot of the songs, I've written a few as well. It kind of, you come with a basic idea maybe, or even like we could come up with riffs. Like, a couple on the first album, Evan come up with a riff, and then Josh said, "I've got lyrics for that." We kind of smushed the two of them together.
Yeah, it's very different every time. So then, like, as Pete said, generally, Josh does the basic tune an awful lot of time, our guitar player, and we work around it. Although Pete has contributed other songs as well, and music to bits and pieces.
And are you right now writing more songs, or you're going to wait until, maybe, because you have Little Victories right now in July coming out, so...
We're constantly on the lookout for ideas to nick all the time, But yeah, kind of, you don't think you ever stop thinking of, we can't be coming up with songs, we'll wait till we've time off to do it. Then you kind of, it'd be stupid if an idea came along to just neglect it because you had another album coming out,
Sure. Do you like the comparisons that they make you with bands from the 60s, like the Beatles or the Yardbirds or Rolling Stones?
Yeah, it's always nice to be kind of not held in that regard, but like be thought of to be like this kind of bands. But I don't really get the Beatles thing an awful lot because we don't really sound like them. I think it's just kind of look at, they're well dressed, they're like the Beatles. But again, it's no bad thing at the same time. At least people are talking about you.
It's kind of it'd be nice if it wasn't the first thing that was said, but it's a compliment all the same.
Yes, of course, a compliment. And do you have other interests like sports or movies, books that you're reading?
Well, we'd be big movie heads, yeah. We spent 4 hours recently watching a horror documentary. We'd be big into a lot of that sort of stuff and reading, and just kind of popular culture in general is a fascinating beast.
Yeah, so a lot of just books, films, comedy stuff. Josh is a fan of football, so like that's.
I was going to ask about that. Do you like football? Now, here in Argentina,
it's big football. Yeah, don't want to sound rude or anything, but yeah, we're not big football fans.
No.
I know Maradona's from here.
That's right. So you didn't done tourism here, or you didn't see anything from the city?
No, we went for a walk there a while ago. Really lovely. We had lovely dinner in La Dorito.
Yes, I went there.
Lovely steak.
Yeah, but then you get very little time to do things like that in the job because we're leaving tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.
Yes,
and we only arrived.
Brazil?
Yeah, right. And we only arrived 8 o'clock yesterday morning.
And we did interviews all day as well.
And we did interviews, so you don't really get a lot of time to do things like that. So it was a very busy day yesterday and today. Even though it's a gig day, there's not been as much on.
Sure, and you're playing in Buenos Aires, Argentina, then Brazil. Do you would like to come to more cities in South America in the near future, or?
Oh yeah, listen, anywhere that'll take us, we'd love to play. Yeah, we'd play everywhere.
Yeah, if they book us, we will
come. Exactly, yeah.
And do you remember your first reaction when they say you're going to play in Argentina? Because
I remember going, I'm going to have to bring some t-shirts because it's going to be very hot. And then I came and it was freezing.
Yes.
We didn't realise it was
that cold.
It was the reverse of Ireland.
Yes, the weather.
Yeah, so it's summertime.
It's summertime in Ireland now, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, we're freezing right now. Well, actually, winter it's this cold this week, because last week it was not that cold, but I don't know why it is, yes. But yeah, I mean, we're in winter, so this is the normal temperature.
But we're really honoured to be asked. Like, when we found out, we didn't really believe it. Like, again, when we landed in the plane, we thought we're actually in Argentina. Like, we never thought we'd be here. But no, it's really great.
Okay, and the last question is, how do you see yourself in 10 years as a band, or maybe in a solo career? Have you talked about that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird because you can never project what you think. Because like 4 years ago, when we started the band, you didn't think we'd be here doing an interview. It's very hard to know how far the goalposts are going to move. There's a football reference for you there, the goalposts. But no, still making albums. Hopefully, we'll be a couple more albums deep. We'll be doing slightly bigger venues, maybe. Could be in different bands. I don't know.
I would probably play music either for fun or full time. But I mean, I couldn't even say what we'll be doing next year. I don't know what I'll be like or what I'll be doing.
And did you have a plan B in case this didn't work out?
No, we very stupidly didn't think of anything else. I'll work in my dad's shed.
Yeah, I mean, the way it was working, we were just in school and we were doing the band as our hobby, just outside as a social thing to do. And then when we dropped out of school, the band shifted up to being the full-time thing, and that's how it stayed.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect. Great.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you very much for your time again.